a like and let us know in the comment section. Are you okay? It's okay, we're live again. Why are you so funny? So as you come in, hit the like button.
Stop. We gotta wait. We gotta wait. We need at least one person in here, okay?
Well, they all waiting on
Get
the
on
other live.
YouTube. She always be on YouTube.
I have to be on YouTube because I got drop links.
We could do that later. All right, one person. Hey, can you guys hear us? Please let us know if you can hear us. Because every time we go live, it's always something like that. It's always like an echo. It's always, oh, we can't hear you. Or please let us know. Just drop a 1 in the chat.
Somebody said, is that frogs in the background?
It's always something.
They
like,
thought we were
man.
in a pool of frogs.
Look, I'm trying to look out for you. You did all that hard work.
I know.
Trying to do the
It always
description,
happens.
drop links,
I
and
know.
then we go live and it be like echo. We like what?
Yeah, it's a struggle.
Okay, you can hear us.
I literally did do it.
Hey, shalom. Hey,
So I got
how's Kenya? I hear you guys in Kenya.
Everybody's in Kenya.
Yeah, all praises. I'm glad everybody can hear us loud and clear. When you guys come in live, please like the video so other people will know that we're not on the other live and we're on this live. So like the video when you come in here so people will know that we're live. Okay, all praises. Hallelujah. Are you guys in a main city or on the outskirts? Are you in what's the main city?
Nairobi.
Nairobi or Mombasa? Mombasa.
Mombasa. Like
Nairobi.
Mamba.
Okay. Hey, is it riots there? That's what I want. Is it riots there? Is it like the States? You know how people be rioting in the States? Is it like that, or is it like more? Because we are in Africa. Africa's different. This is Africa.
You know they're rioting in Israel.
They're rioting everywhere. They're just trying to burn the whole world down.
Because they're sick of it. They're like, what's wrong with these folks?
Yes, guys. Welcome. If you're coming in the room, if you're coming on the live,
I got the wrong
make sure you guys like the video, please.
I'm all over the place with these wrong links.
Please. That's awesome. We have her mom and brother. They're in Kenya right now. They said it's very nice.
It looks really beautiful. I want to visit. Nanyuki. I don't know where that is. We will get started soon. I'm trying to get the right links.
Okay. Hallelujah, guys. Welcome. Shalom. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Israel. Happy New Year, guys. Yeah. Like I said, because I remember last time we was live here, we had the fan all the way up. And as you can see, the fan, this is our window. The fan's over there. And I turned it down. So we're going to be hot for you guys. We're going to be sweating.
So let's start with small town life. Because we were just in Salaam for a little while. Do you miss living in Salaam?
Go ahead. What are you talking about?
I'm talking to you. It's a conversation. I'm so sorry. Somebody come get him.
She's talking to me and she don't want to talk to you.
And you just dropped the wrong thing. Now I gotta retract my comment.
She is funny, man. She is funny. All praises. Message retract. Yeah, Trevante, Freedom Chasers. I saw the baby, man. She's getting big. All praises that, everything, like it's everything. The Most High is awesome. The Most High is good. Man, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. She looks like
I gotta find
I'll
that
say
link later.
she has your eyes, but she looks like Jessica. So, yeah, all praises. I wasn't throwing that. You know, I got my swatter here.
So yes, we were just in Dar es Salaam last week for a few days. We got to see our baby's ultrasound. He was jumping around a lot. I'm 5 months pregnant now.
I was jumping everywhere.
What's wrong with you tonight? Are you okay? But it was busy. I don't miss Dar es Salaam. It was like, it's too much. It's so built up. Now, if you're from a big city, I can understand why you would like it. Like if you're from LA, you're from Miami, but I'm from Columbus, Ohio, and actually, I'm really from Bexley, Ohio. And so it was a super small town, so I can't take all of the chaos, all the traffic, all the smells of gasoline. What else? That's really what sticks out the most. So many people. We live in an area now that you don't see tons and tons of people everywhere. It's just calmer. You could walk down the street and not see 50 million people.
Yeah, like I say, Dar es Salaam. It's very tense, especially if you drive. I know that's one thing for me, because I was driving. Man, traffic is crazy. Like it's crazy, and people that drive is crazy. So you kind of got to be crazy with them, because if you don't,
to survive,
you're gonna you're gonna have horns beeped at you. You're gonna probably just hop out the car and be like, "What is wrong with y'all? What's going on?"
Seriously.
So like, when you're in like a big city like that, you really got, like, the Most High will give you patience. Like you have to seek patience and be humble, because that's something else. Like being in a small town that we're in now for what, 9 months? Yeah,
Almost
9
a
months.
year.
Almost a year now. It's peaceful. It's slower, but when you go to Dar es Salaam,
Our dogs.
when you go to Dar es Salaam, it's like very busy, very very busy, and yeah.
And it's like a
whole
mega
nother
city.
mindset. Yeah, it really is.
It's not like when you're from, I don't know about LA and like New York City and stuff like that. I visited New York once, but cities in America that I've been to aren't as huge as cities in Africa. Like these cities here will have anywhere from 3 million to 5 million people. So places like Johannesburg, Durban, Dar es Salaam. I was even watching somebody's video of Accra, Ghana. They were explaining how you can get from one side of Accra, the same city, just like Dar es Salaam, and it'll take about 2 hours to go from one side to the other of the city. The equivalent of that in Ohio is going from like Columbus to Cincinnati, and that's a long journey. So that lets you know.
Hey, that's at least 2 hours.
Don't take for granted that you will be caught in traffic. So that has a lot to do with it, and so that's part of it too. But that's a long journey. 2 hours, 2.5 hours, to get from one side of the city to the other. So you can only imagine going to different parts of the country.
Yeah. So once you're out the main city, it's like smoother, but like me personally, I think smaller cities is better. It's still kind of busy, but it's not like traffic busy. Yeah.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people. Don't get it wrong. I think there's 1 million people in the Tonga region. In the city, I don't know how much, but in the region. But even as you're something that I've always noticed this, but I just was reminded of it because we went to Dar es Salaam recently. As you're leaving the Tonga region, like the landscape differs, like it looks more dry, right? Mm-hmm. Like it's not as, I wish I had a picture to show y'all. But if y'all go on our channel and look at like our travel videos when we traveled comparing Dar es Salaam to Tonga, the vegetation looks different. It's just more fertile here. And you see a lot more mountains. You're just in a different area. And I've heard Arusha looks just as fertile, if not more, than the Tonga region. Is anybody here in Arusha? But the diaspora is expanding, which is good, and not just going to Dar es Salaam. We spoke with someone the other day, well, you did, that is in Mwanza, so that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Last week.
So when you say diaspora, what do you mean?
The African diaspora of Americans. Let me put it like this: the African diaspora that wasn't born in Africa. The diaspora, like the people that are dispersed.
Yeah, because there's a lot of diaspora here. So like even, I know she said Mwanza. What's that, like northwest in Tanzania? I'm pretty sure there's some diaspora there, but it might not be like us.
Dar es Salaam.
Yeah, like our diaspora.
What diaspora is that?
You know, the diaspora here.
What diaspora is that? That ain't the diaspora.
Who's the diaspora? That's why I asked
The
you,
black
right?
folks, they're dispersed, not
That's
no.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, I wasn't talking about them.
If you put something out, say, hey, where's the diaspora at? some people might come. That's all I'm saying.
That's funny. But yeah, small town life, you should try it. Unless you like big cities. If that's for you, that's for you. But if you're from a small town, or if you're from a city that doesn't have multi-millions of people and you don't want to see all these tall buildings and inflation and just everything that comes with being in a big city, and you want to invest in land or invest in real estate elsewhere other than like the main city, because another good thing about Tanzania and being in these regions like Tonga region or like Arusha is that this is where a lot of like the national safaris are. And so they have all kinds of different wildlife, nature reserves. And so if you're looking to get into business in those areas and become an investor, that's the place you want to go. Those are the places. Mwanza is another good one. I'm not sure about Tabora and Kigoma. I know a lot of the slaves from the Congo came there, so I'm not sure if they have like a lot of nature and wildlife. Even Kilwa is another good one, just because it's on the Swahili coast. So venture out, expand your reach when you visit Tanzania or when you move to Tanzania. And if you're already here, definitely check out other areas other than just Dar es Salaam and the surrounding areas.
Yeah, what you saying, I know you said inflation. So that's another story that we can say. Inflation. Let me ask you guys, inflation in the States or wherever you are, has prices gone up? I know prices gone up, but how is it looking? Because I know for us, when we traveled to Dar es Salaam recently, the prices did go up. Just from us, what was it, like almost a year and a half ago? 2 years? I said 2 years. Geez, she's almost 2, right?
Yeah, she'll be 2 in July.
Yeah. So I say like 2 years. Prices have been going up. Last time we went to the hospital.
That's true.
Well, we used to like get checked in for, I swear it was like 25,000.
Yeah, it was somewhere around there.
Like 25,000 to have a doctor look at you.
It was like $12.
And then we had the ultrasound, which was 95,000.
Yes, back then, right?
Yeah, back then 95,000.
So like $40.
So this time it was 65,000
to get checked. So you went from 25,000 to 60.
Exactly, and
more than double.
For the ultrasound, it was 195,000.
Yeah, so they added $50. So the ultrasound went from $40 to, I'm not great at math. That's all I got. It went up. That's all I know. But seriously, it doubled in a year and a half. because we went when I was pregnant was 2 years ago. Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So in 2 years, the healthcare prices doubled.
Yeah, and it's like I say, this is one of the nice hospitals too. It's not like,
It's the best one in East Africa, Aga
yeah.
Khan.
So like usually, if we have to do something like that with health or just say like I don't know, like beauty.
Beauty?
Yeah.
What?
You go get your hair done.
Oh, okay.
We,
I
we,
thought
we
you
try
meant
to
the
choose
hospital.
the best.
I was like, what? Why am I getting
No.
at the hospital?
No, just like certain things like that. Just like haircuts and stuff.
Yeah.
You try to go to the best ones because they have the best service.
Yeah, because you ain't trying to get your edges snapped out, child. You better not.
Snapped out.
Snapped out.
Oh.
They're going to be snapped out that quick. I'm so serious. But yeah, that's a different video.
You're funny. But yeah, like certain things like that, we like to go to the best. But sometimes it costs. What else costs?
More than like the average Tanzanian price.
Yeah.
Compared to US, that's still super cheap. Somebody let us know
But
how much this have a baby in America right now.
Yeah, but this is Tanzania, so.
They don't know that they in America.
I know, but it's different. That's what I'm saying. It's different. Like stuff is really going up. Even beans. Let's go back down to the little beans. We used to buy beans where you have to boil it. You know, you have to soak it overnight. Maybe boil it for an hour, hour and a half, to cook it.
Mm-hmm.
And one kilogram was 2,800, which is like $1, $1.30, $1.50 or something. But now it's 4,000, 4,000.
Mm. Did that triple?
No, pretty much. No, it just went
It
up.
doubled
like,
or tripled?
1,200.
Oh, doubled?
Yeah, that's great for me because I be like shopping and stuff. That's crazy. I be looking at people crazy. What? 4,000 for a kilogram? That's crazy. That's too much. I need 5 kilograms.
$2 for a kilogram.
That's 4,005. That's what? That's 20,000. I just gotta spend on beans. I know it's not a lot in the States, but here it goes up. It really goes up. So, just like little things like that. I know carrots here is going up too, because they're having a drought too. So like little things like that where it hasn't been a lot of rain and stuff. So certain things like that, carrots is smaller. You're not getting like the big carrots. So
there's a coconut shortage.
yeah. So like I say, the Most High is good though. The Most High is good. What Isham Burgundy say? If you haven't listened to his album, go listen to his album. Lost Sheep. But he said, what? I know it's a song. It be stuck in my head. I'm not sure the name of it, but the Most High will take care of you in a famine. You will be eating in a famine. You will be prosperous in a famine. You will be good. You'll be good in a famine.
Seriously, because you got to realize that rain can come to your land even in a drought, to your specific land. He will command the rain to come. But yeah, I think the reason for the increase in prices in Tanzania, first of all, it's a global inflation. The inflation has hit every country in the world. Tanzania specifically, it may have to do with the drought that's happening in East Africa, and then also the global food prices. So when people have to import and export certain products, or when they're selling products to different areas of the world, they're going to have to match those market standards to still be in business and to compete with the competition. What do you think is the reason for inflation in Tanzania?
This prices going up everywhere. Like it is what it is. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. So just you got.
It's the times we're in.
Yeah, you have to invest in you have to invest in s- like sustainability. Really, you really got to invest in that.
What is sustainability? I think a lot of people think it's just like land, but when let me get the
No,
definition
yeah,
for
it's
sustainability.
land is something that's gonna help you survive when there's no like nothing. So make sure you garden. Make sure you build something where you can stay. Just like at least two sticks and a roof. You know, so you can block the rain from coming.
Well, two sticks and a roof.
I'm so serious though. Just just little things like that where um, you know you'll be good.
Sustainability consists of fulfilling the needs of current generations without compromising the needs of future generations, while ensuring a balance between economic growth, environmental care, and social well being. When I think of sustainability, I automatically think of self reliancy. So, not working a full time job and being able to make revenue or resources from your own skill sets. That's what I think of when I think of sustainability. That way, if your job, they have the layoffs, which every industry has been having. Somebody was on the last live and they said, did they work in a nursing home or was it? It was somebody in healthcare. Basically, they said that the healthcare facility cut back their hours to working like 10 hours a week from working 40 hours a week. So it's hitting all industries. So you need to be making a plan to become self sufficient so that you can still have the resources to buy land, to buy real estate, and to eventually get off grid. That's the main goal.
Exactly.
And everybody's doing it. It's not just black people, it's not just us here. It's people of various nations, various economic brackets. So people that I've been working with in the online business industry for 7 years, they're talking about, investing in land and real estate in Ghana and Dubai. Like, this is something that everybody can see coming. The writing is on the wall. People see it. They're like, okay, my life is obviously not sustainable here in America. And they're making plans to get out. And the first thing you got to do when you're thinking about that is how to create your own revenue. Let's go back up in the comments. Guys, if you have questions, you can drop them about, living in Africa, moving to Africa, buying land, building on land, freelancing. What time is it here?
Dang,
It's 9:46.
well, it was
PM.
It was 9:28 when you asked the question. That's funny. Yeah.
What's your thoughts about Tanzania and India trading on each other's currencies and moving away from the dollar? I think that's great. What happens in the end happened in the beginning. So if you know anything about this area of Africa, Tanzania and Kenya were responsible for the Swahili coast in ancient times. And so this is nothing new. It's like these countries are just going back to the way things used to be handled because people would come here for gold, silver, all types of different produce. They would sail across the Indian Ocean and they would come trade with the Tanzanians and the Kenyans on the Swahili coast. Well, back then they would just been Bantus and some of the Nilotic tribes as well, and Cushitic tribes. Why are you moving through all of them? People asking questions. You don't see it? Hoping to be in a peaceful place for mobility inspired. Can you elaborate on Mbezi Beach, please? We used to love Mbezi Beach.
It's crazy.
I don't think it's crazy. It's a very beautiful place.
I think just the big city is tense. When you drive, if you drive, it's tense.
It's a very beautiful place. They have nice houses. The prices aren't great anymore. They used to be, but you could probably find something decent. If I were moving to Dar es Salaam right now, though, I would probably go in the Mbweni area, which is a little bit further out. But Mbezi is nice because it's close to Mikocheni and all of that stuff if you want to be near malls and stores and that sort of thing. Somebody said, I'm from Strasbourg, France. That's cool. Is Tanzania more expensive than Kenya? No, not by far. But they are more similar than I realized in expenses when I was looking at the prices of housing in Mombasa today. So Tanzania is not more expensive. Kenya would be more expensive, but they're not too far off in their pricing. Very in Tanzania, it's kind of hit and miss because you don't find a lot of midwives in Tanzania. Yeah, it's one of those things that's kind of hit and miss. My first child was 5,000, second was 13,000. That was over 40 years ago, and wow, that's expensive. That's horrible. So you can imagine what it is now. Do you see signs of the reset happening there? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's hard to tell because Tanzania works on a different system than the US. I know a lot of people before you come to Tanzania or Africa, they just assume that everything's like the US, but it's not. This is pretty much a cash society, not a cashless society. So it's going to be much harder for them to bring in the global reset. And what I think is going to happen, I think there's going to be two different things that happen. I think part of the world is going to be under the global reset and all of the 15-minute cities and all of the digital Bitcoin, whatever they're doing with all of that stuff. But I think places in Africa, not all of Africa, I think places of Africa and maybe like remote areas in India, something like that, are going to be off of that system, and they're still going to have their own currencies circulating. Can you discuss the land purchase process? We would love to purchase land in the outskirts of Dar. Have a lawyer, definitely. Talk to the local government, like all the local government people you can find about the land, to make sure that you're not getting scammed, because the way land works in Africa is different than America. Talk to all the locals you can talk to about that land, like the neighbor of the land, the people that live down the street from the land, the local government, Mwenyekiti for that area and the land, just everybody you can find, because there's no online system for like, oh, let me look up this land. So you need to talk to everybody. And have your business set up too. A big, pure, righteous garden with room for greenery amongst his remnant. Hallelujah. Yes, exactly. That's definitely what I see coming. How much money do we have when we first moved over? That's a great question. We moved with 6,000 US dollars. Not into malls, just peaceful, affordable for a retiree. Okay. So Mbezi, Tegeta, they're so busy though. I would definitely do Mbweni. I really would. They're so busy. Even Tegeta, when we first came, it wasn't even built up the way it is now. But when we went back, I was like, the area we used to live, Sala, they're just building everything. Like, you have to see it. We should have did a video. You really have to see it, because it's just like here's a building, and then they'll build like buildings on top of the buildings, and then like there's no space to walk. You can't see any greenery. It's just like, man. Speak to elders and village communities that need office to set business. Yes, for sure. The elders and village communities, they will save you a lot of struggle and hassle. I know a lot of times as a diaspora, we just want to stick together, but no one can help you better than a local Tanzanian, somebody that has experience in what you're doing. Don't just pull somebody off the street. Would you recommend Tanzania as a good first country for African expats? I would recommend Uganda. I've never been to Uganda, but I hear it's nice. Yes, I would recommend Tanzania. For one, the visa is a little bit easier than other visas. So you have the multi-entry one-year tourist visa where you leave every 90 days, but you don't keep paying for the visa. Second, the cost of living is very cheap compared to other countries. Third, I just love, like, Tanzania is just gorgeous. It's definitely, um, yeah, our suggestion. But Kenya looks good too. I've heard good things about Kenya. I've heard good things about Ethiopia. As far as pricing, all of that, beauty, modesty, if that's what you're looking for, that's what we were looking for. Organic food, because we don't want to feel like we're somewhere that's built up like the West. Tanzania, they say they have the retiree visa, but I'm not sure anyone has got it. I don't know anyone specifically who has had it and got approved for it. I would either go the investor's business visa route or go the NGO route and be a missionary. As a digital nomad, did you need to set up your business in Tanzania to be able to continue working? No, but I don't work for, like, I'm not a W-2 employee for anyone. I haven't been a W-2 employee for 8 years, 7.5 years, 8 years. So no. But some digital nomads, people that work like a full-time W-2 job, they would have to potentially get a work visa or permission from that company if they want to still be employed by that company. But isn't clear on retiree visa for TZ. Yeah, we recommend either do the business visa and start your business and get it like that through the investor's visa, or do a missionary visa, which is basically a volunteer visa. Those are the top two visa options that work in Tanzania. People have been doing these two visa options for decades. Like, there are people that have been here for a long, long, long time. The agriculture industry is pimping everyone with all these synthetic inputs. I've been looking into traditional ways to fertilize. It would be amazing if you guys could show what you all see. Yeah, I've heard that. I have heard that.
No, you just gotta do it. There's people here that do the traditional way and organic way, and it's something that they never seen, especially if you have the results. So they would love to see that.
Have you heard anything about the digital nomad visa? I heard they have a good one in Mauritius and Seychelles.
What did Trevor say?
Seychelles. Seychelles. Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, I've heard of the one in Mauritius and Seychelles. They do have good digital nomad visas. What's the place in West Africa that's off the coast? It's an island. Cape Verde, they have a good digital nomad visa. Namibia, Tanzania has not come out with one. Honestly, they probably be one of the last countries because they kind of late to catch up on stuff that has to do with like infrastructure and stuff like that. But these countries, they're going to be doing it more because there are more freelancers than ever before. And so these smart countries know that if I invite digital nomads in, I'm going to be bringing money to my country, which would be perfect for a place like Tanzania with such high tourism. How would I look into the investor visa? What website do you suggest? The Tanzania immigration website. That is the only website to suggest. Or the Tanzania Investment Center. Down in, is that City Center, Dar es Salaam?
The crazy center.
It is really busy.
Traffic center.
But if you have to stay in Dar es Salaam for a while, make sure you're focused and get all that paperwork done and then branch out. Greetings, how's Tanzania from Zimbabwe? It's great. It would be great to visit Zimbabwe. How is it there? We're living in Tanzania during a peaceful regime. That's great. It is said to be one of the most peaceful countries in Africa. And the top, they said it's like the top, in the top 10 destinations in 2023. Somebody said leave your cash app. If I can find the chat. Somebody said they're residing in DC and plan to return to Ethiopia. That's awesome. I just had some Ethiopian food last week and it was great. So if you know any Ethiopians that want to come to Tonga, Tanzania and open a restaurant, I would love that. I would be there once a week at least. Ethiopian food, that's the best food you can find, for real. I really miss that. It's too far from me though. And I don't know how to make Ethiopian food. Because they use like a, this black thing to make the injera. And I don't know how to do that. And then, I don't know. Somebody needs to come up with the Ethiopian cooking channel. Because the people of the world want to know how to make this food. Any other questions? We have the Write Your Way to Revenue workshop, April 23rd and 30th. It's a live workshop where I'll be breaking down all the steps you need to start becoming a freelance writer, a well-paid freelance writer. A very well-paid one. So I'll leave that link. The link is at the top of the chat, but I'll leave it again. If you want to come to Africa and you're like, but I don't have any online revenue, you need to consider writing. Content marketing is one of the top industries in this new age we're in. I'm from Liberia, living in America, planning my trip. Oh, that's awesome. Did you have feelings of guilt from leaving your family and community when you all were leaving? Yeah, definitely. I did. Did you? Yeah, for sure. Because we had like our little group of friends that we would fellowship with and just do feast days. And, you know, you have your people that you're close to and your family. Like my grandma's still there. Now, my mom and brother, they are in Africa now. They're in Kenya. And then my dad is not alive. So, yeah. And I only have one brother, no sisters. So yeah, you definitely feel guilt, but you gotta understand that you're trying to establish something for your legacy. You are defeating white supremacy and returning to your heritage and your culture. You are, what else are you doing? You're getting self-sustainable, because self-sustainability in America is crazy expensive. You start looking into that stuff there and it makes your head hurt. Sorry about your dad, thank you. Have you seen any snakes out in Tanzania?
From who?
I personally have not, but I've heard about cobras in the area we live in, but I personally have not seen them.
Yeah, you see snakes.
Except the garden snake.
No, you see snakes if there's...
If you out on the land.
No. I saw snakes when you drive down the road. They will hang like big snakes on the main road, right? Like they're just hanging there. They're just like hanging there just to let them know, hey, or to let the people know, hey, there's snakes here. So yeah, there's snakes here. There's some big snakes here.
Cobras. Gotta remember, we're in Africa. Tanzania. I'm from Memphis, living in Texas, planning my trip to Ghana real soon, but gonna visit Tanzania first. That's awesome. Enjoy your visit. As a Liberian living in America for 20 years, I'm coming home to set up an expat American community. That's cool. Liberia. Liberia is close to Sierra Leone, my home country. Have you seen small green snakes in TZ? I have. They come in from the trees and bushes. Yeah, those garden snakes. What else do you see out here? Crazy huge spiders. They be like the spiders that just, I don't know, they on steroids or something. They're the origin spider to all spiders.
Okay.
You might see a frog during rainy season. That's when they come. How is Ramadan in Tanzania? That's a good question. Is it like this in Dar?
It's everywhere. Yeah, damn. Well, I don't know. Tonga's different.
Tonga's more Muslim than Dar.
I tell you, Zanzibar, they will arrest. They will take you to jail.
Are you serious?
Yeah, if you're eating on the street when it's Ramadan.
Yeah. Here in Tonga, do they shut down the restaurants during the day? Some restaurants are shut down.
Some businesses, like your juice stand.
Yeah.
You know, like little things like that.
Upendo juice is the best.
If
They got the beef.
gotta mix their ingredients and taste it, I'm pretty sure they don't want to go to work because they have to taste their product.
But yeah, let me share some freelancing statistics with you guys. For those of you, because we've been getting so many emails lately from people that are like, I need to establish a way to make a living in Africa. Where did the statistic go? So top freelancer statistics. So a freelancer is basically someone who does not work a full-time W-2 job, but they assist companies through, graphic design, freelance writing, web design, video editing, engineering, a lot of different ways. So approximately 1.5 billion people in the global workforce are freelancers. Worldwide, the total freelance platform market is estimated to be 3.3 billion. Last year, annual earnings by freelancers grew by 100 million in America and now total 1.3 trillion. Worldwide, the average freelancer earns $21 per hour. Over half of freelancers have postgraduate education, up 6% from 2020. Web design is the freelance service with the highest demand. Globally, nearly 70% of freelancers are 35 years old and younger. So the world is really shifting to freelancing with all the layoffs and all the bank collapses and stuff going on like that. So if you would like to be a freelance writer, visit the link in the chat for the Write Your Way to Revenue live coaching on April 23rd and 30th. Do you prefer living outside the city of Dar? Why or why not? 100% prefer living outside. Me specifically, I'm an introvert. I don't like being around 50 million people every day. It's like stressful. And so I prefer to be in a small area. The only thing I miss about Dar is the Ethiopian food. If they had the Ethiopian restaurant here.
What else? Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut's okay, but the Ethiopian food is better. And the mango snacks. I gotta get the mango snacks. Solar panels are a good investment. Learning some Swahili language skills benefits you for the continent. Oh, for sure. Solar panels are a good investment. We just started looking at some 3 weeks ago. The prices are nice. The prices are very nice. Did you hear anything about a diaspora restaurant being shut down in Tanzania? No, but we probably don't hear about a lot of stuff, honestly. So I'm not sure. Do all the young soldiers speak Kiswahili fluently? Yeah, they're very close. The oldest two speak it the best, though. The baby speaks Swahili, though. Gianna says her little mambo. Try Liberian food. What's Liberian food? I don't know any Liberian food. I hear you are an introvert and I get overwhelmed by too many people. Yeah, big cities, these mega cities. Africa, these aren't regular cities. I'm telling you right now, these are mega cities. We decided to move to Johannesburg, South Africa by the end of the year. Congrats! There's a lot of diaspora in Johannesburg. What is your question? What is your prediction, wow, on the impact of AI on the freelance industry? It'll definitely change it. For instance, it'll change like Canva now. You can basically create graphics just by commanding AI. You can write blog posts by commanding AI, but with writing specifically, and I'm trying to think, in graphic design, the clients are looking for the individual personal approach. And so people won't be out of jobs, people won't be out of contracts unless their skill set is too generalized, unless they don't have enough expertise. The more expertise you have, the more you know about, for me, copywriting and storytelling, the more high in demand you are, the higher prices you can charge, and you attract people who want to hire a copywriter and not a robot. Because robots aren't the people that make the sales, humans do. So it definitely changes the industry, but it does not make humans obsolete.
Unless they take over. If everybody keeps sounding the same.
Well, by that time, hopefully we'd be in the mountains. Take over. Yes, invite me to Liberia, because I already need to go over to that side of the continent to Sierra Leone and pick up my passport. But I gotta wait another, how long I gotta wait? At least another 7 months, because the baby's coming in August. Or July. Liberian food is the same as you find all over West Africa, very spicy. Oh, really?
It's not good. You're not gonna like it.
I gotta try it though. Ethiopian food is very spicy. You just gotta order the mild dish. Do they drink coffee a lot in Liberia? I like coffee. Any last questions about moving to Africa, sustainability, freelancing, setting up a business abroad? And click on the like button, y'all. We have 53 people and 36 likes. We should have 50 likes if this content has been helpful for you. Oh, tea is more common. Okay. What kind of tea? I need details. Do you still drive the motorcycle around? Do you drive that motorcycle? You drive that motorcycle everywhere. He drives the motorcycle everywhere.
Perfect transportation. I drop the kids off on the piggy or the motorcycle. I'm good.
It is fun. I never thought we'd be motorcycle people. Well, I don't drive it. I didn't think I'd be a motorcycle rider.
Yeah. I got three children. One in the front, two in the back. I'm good.
Driving your motorcycle. Is the ChatGPT not going to affect copywriters? If anything, it'll help copywriters, but it won't make less job opportunities. Actually, one of my clients, I used AI, and they were like, no, they didn't like it at all. It was too robotic. Because when somebody hires a copywriter, they're not looking for like generic content. They're looking for buyer's journey based storytelling. They're looking for somebody that can really write a vivid story instead of just spit things out of Google. That's why it won't be a problem for copywriters. Unless they're a copywriter that doesn't really know how to write well. Same thing with graphic design, like in Canva. Somebody said I'm a coffee drinker. Yes.
What kind of coffee?
Lattes, cappuccino, put some milk and
drinker?
sugar. Put your milk and sugar in your creamers.
Because we always go back and forth.
He drinks black coffee.
Because that's coffee. That's just straight coffee. That's just coffee. That's coffee, right?
You're funny.
Yeah, it's coffee. What?
The struggle. American tea and some local native teas. Okay, that's awesome. Can we bring seeds for growing food to Tanzania? I think, yeah. We should have brought some seeds. We didn't bring any.
She's definitely a coffee drinker. Is that she? Yeah, that's a coffee drinker. Black.
Dang.
Black. Maybe,
black. I can't do black.
Maybe 1 sugar, 2 sugar.
No, I need
Good.
3, 4 sugars and some milk.
Yeah.
And some
Is that a coffee drink? No,
that's
no,
coffee.
We're going to settle this right now. Because we always... say it again.
I drink 3 to 4 sugars in my coffee, and I put milk or creamer, like some hazelnut, French vanilla.
Is that a coffee drinker, or you
some
just
chocolate?
You just put the coffee in there.
Put a little caramel in there, some whipped cream. That's a good coffee. That's a good recipe.
That's sweet milk. Exactly. That's sugar. That's just
Dang,
sugar.
why y'all come for me like that? Look, all this time, I call myself a coffee drinker. He said,
At least one person agreed. Yeah. Black coffee, that's coffee.
I can't
that's
do
a
black
drink.
coffee. I can't. Even though I'm from Liberia, living in America, you guys really inspired me to come home. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. That was our goal with starting this channel.
Oh, that's 2. Yep.
Dang. Y'all like black coffee.
That's a coffee drinker.
Oh. Do you think it's wise to visit Africa first to build connections and decide to open an online business when you get there? It depends on your goals. I would say for people that have a big family in America and not a lot of support for them, like for us, it would be easier to just come and establish your business while you're in America. Once the business is established, then come, because flying all your 5 to 7 kids back and forth is not affordable. But if you're a single person or you're married and it's just 1 or 2 of you, maybe you only have 1 child, then for you it probably would be easier.
That's a shame.
Somebody said, I enjoy black coffee. Yes, I like a little coffee in my cream and sugar. You go, girl. Yes, Avery, that's right. Have your whole life. You start the day like that, you can't go wrong. Why are you laughing?
Like a little coffee in my cream. That's hilarious.
Uganda and other countries blessed with plants, fruit, and flowers, forest, vegetation, natural organic herbs benefit for diet, medicine, and health, long life, blessings from the Most High, all natural. Yes. East Africa is so fruitful. And I'm only saying that because I've only ever been to East Africa, so I don't know about the other parts of Africa. East Africa is very fruitful. Hi guys, UK, Steven, Tanzania, and Tina here in Canada. Hey! Black coffee, no sugar. Wow. Y'all some real Power Rangers. I don't like coffee either way. Oh man, coffee's good. He said I'm a single guy. Yeah, for you it would be easier. That would be good for you to visit. And even visiting multiple countries to establish connections. Like maybe Tanzania, Kenya, Ethiopia. Those would be my top 3 I'd check in on. I like my coffee creamy, not black. Me too. It depends on where you want to be in Tanzania, village in Tabora or Masaki. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. You gotta know the type of lifestyle you want to live. She is not a coffee drinker. She's a Starbucks drinker. I don't drink Starbucks because when you look at the cup, it starts turning after 5 to 10 minutes. The liquid starts turning. I used to like Tim Hortons. Where's the Tim Hortons people? Get your Panera bread and some Tim Hortons, then it'd be all right. But they started doing me wrong during COVID, telling me I had to wear a mask, so can't deal with that. Continent has best animals in the world. Land of milk and honey, knowledge is on the common, all praise to the Most High. Yes. Will the course be recorded if we can't attend at that time? Yes, it will be sent out to the students afterwards. Nothing better than raw coffee, black. My dad used to drink black coffee. Nope, it's not affordable. About $1,600 to $1,800 ticket for round trip to TZ. Whoo, that shot up in 2 years. For one ticket? That's crazy. That shot up in 2 years. When we left, we paid like $600. But that was one way, so it would have been $1,200 round trip, I assume. But yeah, if you're single, that'll work out. If you don't have a lot of people, but if you got lots of kids, make your life easier and don't spend $20,000 going back and forth. Just make sure your business is open and established in the States. Get that online revenue, then have a plan for translating it on the ground. I'm opening my restaurant in Liberia. Americanized African food and Africanized American food. Yes, some soul food. Some, I just had a dream the other day about some sweet potato pie. Some sweet potato pie, sweet potatoes, macaroni, collard greens, cornbread, all of that. Some baked chicken.
Why are you talking about that? You gotta talk about some lamb, some unleavened bread, and that's good. You gotta prepare your mind.
You're hilarious. Somebody said I live in Moshi. How's Malawi and bros and sisters? We pray for them. The typhoon in Mozambique and Madagascar. Hallelujah. I noticed Tanzania and Zambia donated a lot of money to Malawi. So that's good. That's really good. I think the beach is not far from where you live. Why don't you do some current content there? We'll take the channel beyond 10K subscribers. Yeah, except it's windy. We'd have to figure out a way to make it quiet. Or go there when it's quiet. That's a good idea, though. Black coffee and a little honey. Wow, y'all are some powerful people drinking the black coffee. How old is the baby, boy or girl? Okay, so our fourth child, Gianna, is 1.5 years, and then our new baby that isn't born yet is 5 months. I've been to the Gambia, but not Tanzania. Would love to come, but now very expensive. Yeah, those prices, and they're just gonna keep going up, obviously. The prices got ridiculous very quickly. You wanna learn to cook Ethiopian food? They suggested it. He said he wants to learn how to close out the live, y'all.
Must be a secret.
Oh, man. That's funny. Have you guys visited Kigamboni?
Okay.
Why don't you answer a question? Why are you laying down? I'm gonna put the camera on you. You see more of Kigamboni than me when we drop those people
open,
off.
Yeah. When we seen it already.
There was a time when you went there. There was a time when we both went. You don't remember me being there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, with the people we saw at Yaman that were from Zanzibar. That we did the consultation with. Dang, you'll be remembering your clients.
Yeah, that's how I said we gotta close out.
No coffee, mint tea or juice. Yes, and put a little lemon in it with some sugar. Mint lemonade. Why did airfare prices go up and housing also increase? It's been like that around the globe. Housing is increasing. I'm not sure why housing has increased like this. I think it has something to do with the interest rates that these banks are doing. It's like once one thing rises that's integral to the whole system, then everything's gonna rise. What do you miss most about America? My grandma and Panera Bread. What about you? What do you miss most about America?
Black coffee.
What? You need to go to bed.
No, I don't miss nothing about America.
You don't miss none of your family.
I do, but I can't miss nothing.
You can miss your grandma and Panera Bread.
Yeah, I miss my family and Chipotle. No, but our device is about to die. It's on 4%.
Yeah, it is. So we're gonna get off here. Is my family in Kenya coming to Tanzania? They've already been to Tanzania. My brother's been to South Africa as well. So Kenya, they were in Tanzania first, and then went to South Africa and Kenya.
So yeah, guys, make sure you like the video. Chat, make sure you like. We're about to get off of here because it's gonna shut off on us. It's just gonna.
Yeah, it's just gonna go black. Then we never know if it'll actually upload.
Because 4% is basically like 0%. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. All praise to the Most High. Happy New Year. Happy Passover. Happy unleavened bread. And yeah, stay obedient. Have the Most High word just allowed to increase in you. And yeah, keep those fans going because it's hot.
Just jump on that plane and don't look back.
Because it's supposed to be rainy season, but it's hot.
Don't look back.
So yeah, endure, be obedient. Make sure you're sacrificing what you need to sacrifice to be obedient and stay righteous. Any last words?
Jump on that plane and don't look back while the plane's still running. Seriously.
Planes run?
Flying.
Oh, but yeah, all praises to Most High, guys. We're closing out. Shalom, shalom. Peace be with you.